And let's see how you did here. Curious to see, actually. All right, so we determined that n is equal to 13 here. X happens to be the interior angle. So to find x, I just need to go n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. Okay. So 152.31. You get a mark for that if it's there, 152.31. And then it's up to you how you want to go about it. I'm going to find angle y next. That's 180 minus one of the interior angles divided by 2. Be very careful to either do the top and then divide, or if you want to do it in one shot, you need to put it in brackets. And this is always, when you're finding the inscribed shapes is always divided by 2, because you're splitting the base angles in half, right? So angle y, what is that? I have all these answers on my original on the notebook software, minus, and then I have to divide that by 2, right? Almost got that wrong. 13.85 degrees. Okay, you get a mark for that. So a mark, and then Z next I will do, right? So that is a trapezoid, so I need to go 360 minus 2 of the interior angles. All of that divided by 2. So let's see here. 360 minus 2 times 152.31 divided by 2, 27.69. You get a mark for that. Okay. And then what else am I going to find? J. Let's find angle J. That's a pentagon, so it's 540 is the sum. There are 3 interior angles. Divide that by 2 as well. So let's see if I get this. 41.54. You get a mark for that. Okay. So 111 so far. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I missing? F, yeah, that's right. Okay. So angle F, I know that this whole thing is 152.31. I'm just going to subtract Z and Y, right? Like that. Z, because this is Y, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is. So Z is 27.69. Looks like a weird 7. Minus Y is 13.85. And I need to calculate this. Oops. Minus 13.85. There we go. 110.77. How are we doing there? So far, so good. So angle F is also done. So that's where the 5th mark comes in. And these are very much, I follow through. So if you make a mistake up top, you still can earn marks as you go down, right? So you'd be surprised how many marks you can score. So now for B, this is what I will do. When I created this line, this is a trapezoid, that's a trapezoid, right? It's the exact same one. So actually, when I go with Z, this is 27.69 here, and this is 27.69 as well. So you can actually find A right here. I will do that here. Angle A is 152.31 minus 2 times 27.69. Okay, I have to subtract 2 of those. So angle A is 96.93. I would give you a mark for that because you needed to know what to do there. And then I'm going to zoom into this. So when you're trying to find parallel lines, you kind of have to work from this end towards it and then from this end towards that and then make a conclusion about those two angles, okay? Because you can't say, oh, they're consecutive interior, they're going to add up to 180. We don't know that yet, okay? So for B, angle B is same thing, 152.31 minus, what do I know? I know J, right? I'm going to subtract J, and I know this one is 27.69 here, right? Which is, who said Z, right? Z, yeah. JZ. Anyways, 152.31. I'm going to speed this up a little bit, otherwise I'm going to run out of time. J is 41.54, 83.08. You're going to mark for that. And now the $1,000,000 question. We know that these two are called consecutive interior, right? Like we know that. You should at least, right? We need to check, do they add up to 180? If they do, we're good to go. Okay, so just to check, 96.93 plus 83.08. I know that they add up to 180, close to 180. It's 180.01 degrees, right? Consecutive interior angles are equal to 180. Therefore, AB is parallel to CD. Okay, so you need to name what's true about it. Sorry, name what's true about it and your final conclusion. Tell me explicitly they are parallel or they're not parallel, okay? So, in the order in which you do that, I don't really care. You can say, yes, AB is parallel to CD because consecutive interior angles are equal to 180. Okay, so I would give you technically another mark for this. So we'll change that to out of 3 because you still need to know your name. So this page is therefore out of 8. So question 1, A and B combined, all of it is 8. Okay, backside. If the interior angle is 176, calculate the number side. A lot of you like this formula for some reason. So I'm going to stick with it because that's going to be my first method. So you got to multiply both sides by n. You end up with 176n. And on this side, this cancels out. You distribute. Okay, so you end up with that. Then I'm going to go minus 180n minus 180n. That leaves you with negative 4n is equal to negative 360. Divide both sides by negative 4. N is equal to 90. Yep. Yeah, 90 sides. Okay. 2 marks if you did that right. There's another method, right? I won't go into it right now. Absolutely. You will always be okay using either or. Finding the exterior first, right? The exterior angle is 4. Then using the formula for exterior angle, cross multiply and divide, boom, you get the same conclusion, 2 marks regardless, because it's still the same amount of work, but I find this more difficult. You got to be careful with your negatives and distributing and all the IPR fun stuff. Okay, tessellations or tiling. What are we checking for? We're checking for if we put those shapes. I'm using squares and hexagons, never mind, not a triangle. But if we put them along a point on the floor, we're checking if the angles, the interior angles, will add up to, what was it again? They add up to 360, right? So I'm going to go with, do you know the interior angle of a dodeca? Maybe not. It's a 12-sided polygon. I didn't know that. I forgot about it. A deca is 10. Dodeca is 12. So if you get that wrong, obviously your answer will be wrong. So you get 1 out of 2. Okay. So this is 10 times, 180, right? Divided by 12, we got 150. 150. Okay. On the test, I'll tell you the number of sides. I think it's just, yeah. I don't want to. You know what? I don't want to mark something like if a small mistake like that throws everything out of the window, so I don't want to worry about that. Anyways, 150. So a square is 90. And what else am I doing? Hexagon. You calculate that, that's 120, correct? So you need to use at least one of each. So I'm going to go 360 minus 150 minus 120 minus 90. And that is 360, right? That actually leaves you with 0 degrees left over. So therefore, you can tile the floor. You can tile the floor. Or you can say it tessellates. That's the same thing. Okay? Anyways, next, you get 2 marks for, right? You have to find some interior angles. You have to see if it works. And you know, quite frankly, the more examples I do of that, the less options I have to surprise you. So anyways, just make sure you check, okay? Measure, which one am I going to find first? I'm going to find X first. So I tell Mr. Erickson, that's my first angle. Please tell me the first one at the very least, okay? So that one right there is corresponding, right? Corresponding angles. Sorry, chicken scratch right now. I'm just going to, because I want to have some time to go over the quiz real quick. And then what else can I do? I'm going to use, I'm going to find D next. Consecutive interior, correct? At 65 degrees. CIAs are equal to 180. That would be my explanation there. Z, I'm going to do that next. What can I do there? Straight angle, right? There's a straight angle right here. There's 3 angles along that. So you just subtract these 2 from 180. Is it 65? Okay. Phew. Mental math still works every once in a while. Straight angle equal to 180. So sorry, I'm not doing a very good job. It's not neat because I want to make sure we get through this. And then what else can I do? K is 50 here, vertically opposite. Whereas K, that's my fourth one, 50, vertically opposite, da 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 da, right? What does he mean with da 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 da, right? Anyway, 65 is here. So I'm going to use sum of triangle to find this one. All right. Could there have been another way? Yeah, you could have done alternate interior here with this one. That's all right. So whatever works for you is fine. So what is that again? 50, that is 65. Okay, that is 65. So this is 65. Sum of triangles equal to 180 because I can't use what I've already used. And y is going to be alternate. No, I thought, what are we using? Alternate exterior with this one. Yes, 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 yes. I knew what I was doing when I made it, but sometimes I alternate exterior, and of course you might have it different. That's okay, right? So 6 marks for all of that with the explanation. I'm gonna let you keep this one. Oh, I wanted the marks. Show me tomorrow, right? Show me tomorrow. I find that it wasn't fair to you to not have this printed, so I'm gonna just let you have it. If you want the